have that room for the studio, and you could have this room for your stuff.
Right. But then I was also trying to think, I'm like, do we
like
want
these chairs?
You know?
Mm-mm,
I don't think they're bad. Aesthetically, they're cool. They're not the most comfortable.
Like, I want to be able to like lean or whatever.
Lean with it, rock with it. No, I definitely bought them because they were aesthetically cool. That's for sure. There were some gray ones that didn't look as cool, but they were more comfortable. You know.
I think we go from comfort from here on out.
I don't know. Actually.
Are you switching it?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the timing. It's so hard to talk. And you want to try it? So all you do is just click on whichever, like whoever's talking. All right.
Okay.
So try to put together a coherent point and remember to run your thumb. It's difficult. Okay.
Listen, I'm a woman and I can do all things while multitasking, complicated things.
Okay. Well, let's. I guess we'll find out. This will be our test here. Back to the comfort of the chairs. The idea is, I think that people feel a little more like alert and focused when you're a little uncomfortable. Now, you want people to be comfortable and relaxed, but also I think that people focus better and do it just a little bit more like fluid work whenever they're just a little bit uncomfortable, you know?
I disagree because all I'm thinking about is how uncomfortable I am. And like how I'm hunched over and like I don't have anything to lean on.
Well, don't hunch. You just got here. Look. Look at my posture. Posture like me. You're sitting in it wrong. You're
No,
not even doing it right.
I'm sitting in it like this so that my arm can sit on the help. Like, so I have something to rest on.
Right.
That's why I think like the arm chairs would be nice.
Well, you could also do this. Where's the tag going? Here we go. You can get, whoa.
Yeah.
You can get way up here too.
That's gonna be enough for me.
Yeah. Anyway, no, I think they look cool, but you know, I guess it'd just depend on, client by client. Like, do you want cool looking chairs or do you want comfortable chairs? You know, and have options for either way.
Well, and I think that you could. That's why I'm on you about trying to buy chairs and look at these marketplace because those one chairs that I found sold. She sold them out from under us because you keep doing the same.
What a tool. No, but I have been looking for like the armchair type of thing, like low sitting, armchair, and you know me, I'm like, I'm non-committal until I find the thing. The thing, then it's like boom, yep, gotta have it, boop boop boop. But if I'm just like half in, half out, I'm 100% out. I guess when it comes down to it, like those, I was like, they're cool, but I also don't want to have like the little metal thin rail arms because that doesn't look like, I want to have solid arms for an armchair because the thin metal arms to me looks like cheap, kind of,
Well, I mean, it would have just been like to go with like the futon. It was like the look of it. Like
but the futon smelled like smoke, so that's why we didn't get it. Right.
But we could have gotten it on Amazon.
Right. Well, we could still get one. But we can't get the chairs. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. That's the...
Really? Did they look over here and see you?
No, no. It's nasty over there. Dang. Thunder. Does your red light come on whenever you switch it to you?
Yeah.
That's kind of nice. Kind of cool to let you know where it's going.
Yeah.
There's got to be nice to be able to use the phone.
I bet there's a clicker.
I'm sure that there is. I'm totally sure. Probably very expensive feature, but gotta have it. So I'm gonna look it up.
See how it gets expensive once you get going. But it could be.
I never didn't think it.
Game changer for when you do. You are so hesitant to spend any money on anything, but it's such a game changer and elevates the experience of what you're doing when you have the good equipment and spend the money.
Oh yeah, I don't disagree with that at all, and I'm very, very excited about just the whole thing. I'm stoked. It's so much fun, but it definitely pricey. That's for sure.
You know what you could do? You can also do. You should think about. I think you should think about having like a launch party.
Mm-hmm.
B, I think you should think about doing like a live podcast night somewhere, like once a month. You could start like once a month and let it be like a date night kind of thing. It doesn't need to be like comedy driven, but you could have different, well, it could either be like Percast that comes up here and does stuff, or it could be
that was my whole, I've been saying that for forever with coyotes.
But you're hung up on coyotes.
Well,
I'm just talking about the concept. I'm not talking about doing it at coyotes.
No. Yeah, I love the concept for sure. And the reason I was hung up on coyotes is because that is the place that we have a relationship with, and that when we call and go, hey, my name is Ethan Purvis, they go, oh, hey, Ethan, how are you, man? You know, like they know me, long-standing relationship for a long time. That's the reason. But I'd love to build other relationships with other venues or restaurants or, sports bar or whatever it might be. I'd love to go do that anywhere. I think a live podcast would be a blast, which we've got one coming up October 1st with the
Grady team.
Yep, the Grady Real Estate team at Rutledge Wilson. So I'm super excited for that. That's gonna be fun.
That'll be fun. I think you should put it on the calendar though. Like look at some dates, call some venues, even maybe email some venues.
Right.
See if they are open to you guys coming and allowing people to come. I mean, we wouldn't have to sell tickets at first, just like have people come.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and then after you got into it a little bit, then you could be like, hey, how about this? I've got a group of yada yada, this many people that are going to come. They're going to buy your food and drink. Let me charge $3 at the door, And then there's a couple podcasts. Well, one live podcast in particular where it's called Kill Tony, and it's amazing. It's huge. It's awesome. But what they do is, they sell out a comedy, like a comedy club every time that they do their episode, and anybody that wants to puts their name in a bucket to basically participate, and the host draws out a name, and whoever he draws, they get to come up and do a minute of comedy. But it'd be kind of fun to be like, hey, we're drawing 2 names out this episode, and whoever they are, they get to do a segment.
That'd be cool. You could look. You should see if Blue Room Comedy has time slots that you could rent out their building.
Well, that's why I've been thinking about just going and doing it. You don't have to go.
Please no.
Yeah, I know.
Please
you don't have to go.
Just stick to the podcast, please.
No, but as a way to push it out there and expand the horizons.
No, I really stand-up comedy. I've hit my stomach right now. It makes me so nervous.
And
I really no.
Oh, I love it. I love the idea. I think it'd be so much fun. I loved public speaking.
You can just call the facility and see if they have availability for you to rent it out to do a podcast. You don't have to go there and do stand-up in order for them to allow you to rent out.
No, but I want to. You're my hater. You're what I need. You're my motivation. I'm going to do it and I'm going to succeed. And I'm going to look back at you and say, or I'm going to look over at you on the other side of the bed and say, you were wrong. I was funny. That's what I'm going to do.
I have no doubt that you're funny, but it just makes me very nervous.
Yeah, but you're not the one that has to do it. You don't even have to go watch it.
But that would be so rude to not go watch you do it.
Well, you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm not making you do it. Justin and I are going the Sunday after Thanksgiving. I'm kind of thinking, man, maybe I should do it once before then. Kind of get a feel for it,
Please no.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm going to do it. I got some funny stuff too. I think it's funny. Hopefully there's a bunch of Ethans out there.
I think that when you get up to do something though, like in speak and perform, you get so stiff. Like it is very forced, and it's not. That's why I don't.
Well, yeah, when you're preaching a sermon at church, of course it's going to be forced and stiff and robotic. But if you're getting up there and you're like, it's comedy, and there's going to be a whole bunch of absolute idiot knuckleheads that go up before you, and then you could step up there, and if you're coherent and couldn't put together even a minute of fluid, funny stuff, I guarantee you people are going to be like, well, this guy's way better than the last 8 or 10 guys that we saw. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not talking about like at church whenever you would get up and do stuff. I'm talking about like the first 10 episodes of the podcast when it was like just very like stiff and robotic and like rehearsed, and it's just not you. I think that's why I don't like the idea of it.
Most guys don't get good at comedy until they're like a couple years in, you know? So
so what's the full dream though? Is the full dream to be comedy, or is the full dream to do podcasting? Like, why are we going comedy now?
Yes. No, I just want to try it. You know? And it's actually one of those, well, here's a big thing too. If I go try it and I'm like, yeah, hi, I'm Ethan, you know, yada yada. I have a production company. You're a comic or a wannabe comic. Want to have a podcast like every other comic in the world does. I can make that happen. You know? So it's like that more than anything is probably a place to go and just market yourself where your return on time invested would be big because of all the people there that would want to use your services.
So I think that you can market yourself and have a big audience other ways than getting up there. I think you could get your branding photos done and make little flyers and send them out to all of these people that own businesses or have stand-up or whatever. Like even people in Kansas City you could do that with.
No, I agree. But this is something that I really want to do. I think it'd be fun. Okay, humiliating? Probably. But I think it'd be fun. It'd be hilarious.
Actually, like...
Really, and it's fun to write jokes. You know? It's fun to think about. It is. Whether they suck or not, it's fun to think about. Okay. I have a bunch in my notebook, and I'm sure they're not good, but, you know. Anyway, I think you've done a much better job than I did.
I can't wait to see.
Toodles.
Bye. How do you say that? Out?
Just hit stop recording. The record button.
Are you sure you would like to stop recording?
Yes.